All right. So I want to share some graphic organizers and some ideas on how to use them. This first one, you could do vocabulary, but the way I really like to use this is for a reading selection. So it could be, some sort of story or tale where they're taking four important events, doing a little doodle, and then writing just a short summary. This could be for vocabulary concepts, though I would like to emphasize, I think it's really important to connect this to a text. This can also be used as for sort of beginning narration, right? Telling a short story. So let's say students are starting to learn the preterite. This could be four things they did last week, and then they write a sentence underneath it. The next one is a compare and contrast. These can be used in so many different ways at all levels. I think this is really a useful thing to get into text. So I'm going to go through one example, and this can be replicated among many themes, but I'll get really concrete here. Let's say a common sort of beginning level Spanish. When I say beginning, I mean really novice level. So it could be, level 2, for example, perhaps late level 1-ish, those sorts of things would be comparing and contrasting El Dia de los Muertos and Halloween. So, doing some talk about Halloween, maybe with a chat or with a reading, which we've got there on the blog, and watching a short video. I love Mis Cositas TV, very comprehensible, lots of great pictures. Watch it a couple times, extract the vocabulary, and students find in total 10 similarities or differences. Obviously, you can do this with, you can then replicate that with, different holidays or the same holiday and how it's celebrated, or a particular or tradition. School in two different countries, school lunches, for example, or even just their personal opinions on two things, foods. This one's pretty obvious, just a daily schedule. This can be school, this could be daily routines, where maybe they fill in not the entire grid, but you say, okay, fill in 20 things that you do, and then they can talk back and forth. This can even be fill in their classes, and then that can be an extension for, or sort of used as a chat mat for a speaking activity, or as then they've organized this and now it's a, you know, base for a paragraph, oral presentation. This one specifically, this T graph, advantages and disadvantages. So many of these things would be best done, I think, tied to some kind of text. And they organize the advantages and the disadvantages. So a quick example might be school uniforms. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? And so doing things like this can be a good first step to doing some of that argumentative work. And this is really just that Venn diagram in a different way, right? So you've got one set of things, another set of things, and where they overlap. This postcard, fun, fun, fun. Quick messages, print this out, draw names, quick messages. I think this is a fun template to start learning letter writing vocabulary as well. I'm going to link to the template so you can copy this and make your own. Maybe you want to take off the lines and some of these flowers and just have this as writing space, writing messages, and these make nice displays. Or taking off the stamp part, because obviously if you're having them in your classroom, you don't need to deliver them. This one, this clock template, basically with a little fastener, they cut this out, they fasten the hands, and this idea came from Deborah Blaz's Foreign Language Teacher's Guide for Active Learning. And basically, It's sort of a TPR tool you might keep around your classroom for learning to tell time, which can be really difficult. I suggest, little and often. And in this activity, one person says the time, you at first, and then they show you that they understand it on their clock. Same concept here. All right, so I'm going to leave a link to the blog post with the reading on holidays and Halloween, as well as the link to this Canva template.